So we have a total of 6 games to test, Michael?
5.
5, sorry, I added a game on my own. 5 games to test. One is a variation of another. And we're going to be asking for your views. We're going to allow you to play the game, and then you'll tell us if you think it's going to work in the environments in which these games work. With me is my colleague Michael, who will be doing the technology part of everything, and Kenny, who will be explaining the games as we start. But what I'd like to find out from you first is what kinds of social space, what makes Fast Cash more attractive than Super 5, and why Fast Cash seems to work better than Super 5. Sharon, you want to start, or you're letting one of the men go first? Ladies first in 2019. Very good. Yes, Sharon.
Well, for the Fast Cash, well, now as they put the Monster Mega. No, it's not if you did.
Sorry, here.
Now as they start the Monster Mega, it has been really good. The sales have been even greater than before. And well, for Super 5, it don't really make much sense.
No, they're right, that waste of time.
Yeah.
What's the issue? Why is a waste of time?
People don't like it.
Yeah.
What do you play for?
They find like it's too much of numbers.
The payback is not worth it. You get 4 numbers out of 5 and you only get $25.
It's just like
Yeah.
cash pot,
Cashpot.
Yeah.
but the rewards are much smaller. Because you require to pick 5 out of 20, just like cash pot. But there's no
Okay.
comparison to these
With
things in
Fast
cash pot.
Cash is
It's just like Donzai,
It's
Donzai
great.
and Super 5.
Well, actually,
No,
it's the same reward, you know, when you check it, because it's actually the same reward. But people tend to think,
Hi, Anisha.
Hi.
Anisha, we just started because we knew you were, I told Kenny you were parking a little while ago,
Yeah.
and I know sometimes
I
parking.
walked in more.
I know sometimes parking is challenging. We had just finished saying who we are and what we're here for. We are looking to roll out a new social space game, and we're talking to gamblers. But we felt that there's a lot of validity in including retailers like yourself in the process, because you'll have a very good idea of what members of the public require. So my name is Karen, I'm your moderator. Soon they'll bring me a tag. This is Kenny, my colleague, who will explain the games, and this is Michael, who will run the IT part of what we do. And I just asked my first question, which is what makes Fast Cash much more popular than Super 5, and why Super 5 doesn't seem to be doing as well in the system.
Okay. Well, from my experience, well, we have our machines in Cuba, I think. And the thing is, by us, there's a lot of roulettes around the area. So most of them prefer, rather than waiting for the 4 draws, they prefer to play the Fast Cash. That's mainly it. Because it's just easy money, and well, you can lose your money too, but it's easy money in a short space of time.
Okay, so rather than wait for the draws, they just come and...
Yeah, they come and they play Fast Cash.
Okay. And why isn't Super 5 doing well?
Oh God, I find it's a waste of time.
Exactly what's
They heard you. You heard them, right?
Oh gosh, listen to me. I don't know. I think you all need to remove that game.
I maybe sell like maybe $10 for the day in supervise. And nobody plays it. Nobody plays it.
No, people
And
rarely
the rewards,
play
I mean,
Super
when I check it, the reward is the same thing like cash.
It's the
but, you know,
same?
but people tend to think it's less, right?
Yeah.
Because you get $25, but you're gonna get $100,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
But it's the same thing, but people don't check it like that.
No, they
say,
don't.
no boy, I only get $25
Yeah, they just-
if I get.
yeah, they don't really bother
It's
with it.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People use the 3-minute Fast Cash Super 5 time on the screen to make up their Fast Cash slips and everything.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
filler.
true.
with no real value.
Yeah.
So what are the elements of a replacement game that will work in the system? 368 Live? Yeah. What are the elements of a replacement game? that will
Instead
work?
of Super 5.
Mhm.
Well, now the market is competitive,
In
and
what way?
well, what I'm looking at is most of the fast cash players like me, they are the ones who play roulette. And the reality is, if you have to come with something, then it must be more or less similar to roulette or fast cash, but it must have more rewards or something else, you know, because something more attractive.
It's a fast turnover. They like to stand up 3 minutes and see they find the money running fast. Like I could win so much money in so short
Yeah.
period of time. Yeah.
So you think 3 minutes is sufficient time for players to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to close the
Yeah.
gap with the financial
I
rewards.
wouldn't
Yes,
mind it.
that is
That's
the
a gap.
rewards. I think
The
the rewards
rewards
is the
is a
main
gap,
aspect.
not the time.
I think the rewards is the
Rewards.
main aspect.
Yeah.
Once they have something more attractive, they would
But the
more or less
monster mega,
gravitate towards
but the
that.
monster mega
Yeah, no, but
is
I think what
fantastic.
I think what they're looking at is
Yeah.
another game to compare.
So,
Yeah,
But
instead
she
of
was
Super
absent.
5.
Yeah. So,
So if the game has a feature like Monster Mega, that is going to make it more
What's it
attractive.
something more
Yeah.
attractive?
yeah,
Something more attractive.
because
Because if you could win $10 and if you bring us a new game, and if you could win $11, they would gravitate towards that.
So you'll play the $11 game.
So you
Gentlemen,
just
If it
looking at
offers more.
attractive game on the whole rather than one with additional pack. Once the game is appealing to you.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Simple. Got a lot of the people who answer
Correct.
for the slips.
Okay.
You can't make it too difficult for them.
Mm, yeah.
we're
Simple,
nothing with
quick,
slips.
and effective.
No, it's just.
No, the slips, no, I
Slips is
beg
make
to
it
differ,
easier.
these slips are necessary.
Yeah.
Because if that lotto operator stays home and I have to work the machine, it's pressure because when people come in to play fast cash
Yeah.
and they play, because they run it, as I said, they run it like roulette. So they come and they actually play, you'll have people betting all kind of $1,000 in one bet and thing for fast cash. So,
And calling on a number is be a task.
No, I
yeah,
have a-
so it's better when they share these slips and it's
I
just.
have a policy, 2 numbers. If you call them more than that, follow this slip.
Yeah,
And
well, that's
and
the
that
same
works
thing,
for you?
you need these slips.
I'll pay two numbers for you if
Yeah,
you want
you
to play
need the
fast
slips.
cash, but you pull out your slips before.
Yeah,
And they didn't pull it out.
you need these
Right.
slips.
Then beginning days to get problem, but now they realize
No,
I give them a
it's
few
easier.
times and not playing it for you.
Yeah.
And they start pulling out the slips. They just get them the habit of
The
pulling out the
slips are
slips.
necessary, I would
Yeah.
not exclude the slips.
No, the
It's
slips is,
just
the slips is the best thing. I don't
Yeah.
like to do without the slips. Because
You
sometimes
can-
you have a lot of people there and you need to
You
take the
can play
slips.
a game without
Eh?
game a slip. It's just
No,
saying.
no, I mean, yes, but,
Yeah.
okay, if you look at it from this aspect, right? First draw closes off, right? 10:25. Now you have usually Trinidadians in league, just like this license sticker nonsense, right? It's the same nonsense. So 10:20, you're gonna have a long line. Then you have people playing fast cash. So if there's someone will stand in front of the door, in the window and call out, well, I want 2 1 by 1,
Mhm.
3, 100 by 100, it's better. So what we do is, because we're trying to get everyone in for the time, so whoever have the fast cash, when they come up to 3 minutes, but we just kind of butty and take the slips, run it through the machine and get it in the back.
Yeah.
So the slips are necessary, from my experience.
Yes.
I think experience is different.
Sharon, why you don't like the slips? Why you
No,
think
the
you could
slips
do
is good, I just saying that with the new game
Uh-huh.
to take off the Super 5, I've seen something, I don't know, just a calling something, I just one press on, you get something, I don't know, I'm just saying. That is to replace the Super 5.
You want
because
to look
asked
at
the
an
question.
at an alternative to the
Right,
slips.
that is why you asked about the Super 5 and I told you,
Mhm.
maybe
Yeah.
one button, press and you get something, I don't know, just saying. It don't have to be like, you just press one button and you get another game, I'm just saying.
Okay,
That's for the, to replace the Super 5.
sure. So we're going to run the first game. The name of the, yes, Anthony, yes, you need to turn so you can see it. So it's going to be on a screen as you have it there, and we're gonna explain the features. Huh? Dice.
Okay guys, so this game is called Beta, right? The game is not, the name of the game is not fixed, so at the end of it, we will ask you what you think an ideal name it should be. Okay? Now, basically, this is a dice game. It's a 1 and 6, 1 and 6.
That's okay.
A 1 and 6, 1 and 6, 1 and 6. It is 3 dice, right? So how this game is actually played is that you have to choose 3 numbers because there's 3 dice, right? You get a prize if one of your numbers is called, if 2 of your numbers is called. Let's make sure I get this right. I haven't done this in a long time. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so this is how the game works. First to begin, the game has 2 parts there, right? You have the 3 dice there, and then you have a part called the lucky sum, right? The lucky sum is when you see the die called, the three dice called right there. So you see like on that on the presentation there, you see 5, 3, 3, right? Right. Now the lucky sum is something that you can play on your own. You don't have to play it with the 3 dice. So if you choose a lucky sum is when the total number of all the dice are added up. That is a number itself, right? So if 5 and 3 is 8 and 3 is 11. If you play 11 and the die total number of the dice actually called adds up to 11, that person wins an amount.
That's great.
You understand? It doesn't matter if it comes 6, 3, and 2, that makes 11. It doesn't matter. The lucky sum total is 11, so whatever, once it adds up to 11, exactly. That's how it works, right?
That's something extra you have to pay for, I guess.
Yes, it is a separate thing. Now, you don't have to play the 3 dice. You can play the lucky sum in itself, or if you want, you can play the 3 dice. Now, each cost of the bet is $1. Okay, so $1 for lucky
It's
sum.
just like the Mega Ball, you don't want to play the Mega Ball.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
You don't have to, right?
Yeah.
Now, how this one works is that, so if you watch on the right hand side of your thing, now there's something called triple play. Now, if you watch the first part that says lucky sum there, you will see that the price structure itself varies. So you go from as high as, right, so you go from as high as $1.55 to down to $6. Now the reason why there's such a price, the price differs so much is because with the lucky sum, there's only one way you can get 3, which is what? 111.
Yeah.
There's only one way you can get 18, which is 666, right? But there are different ways you can get 17. There are different ways you can get 16. There's different ways you can get 11, 10. But the harder way to get the harder one will obviously be the 18 and the 3. So that's why the payout will be higher. There's a lot more ways you can get 9, if I'm saying correct, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's so many different ways. So the payout would be $6 for every $1 that you play.
That tricks.
But that's how it is. That's how it is, right? Now, if you're playing the die alone, how you could play any triple, which is 111, 222, 323. Any triple that calls, you get $26 for every $1 that plays, right? Any double, that means you can play 2 die instead of 3 die. So you don't have to play all 3 die. You say, yeah, this 3 die thing might be a little bit too tricky. I'm gonna try my luck on 2 dice. That's it. You play your 2 doubles, 5 5s, 3 3, 4 4. That's the price that you would pay there. You get $9 for every $1. If you choose a specific triple, where you think a next draw come in, I'm gonna get all 3s. If you get all 3s called, you get $155. Understood? Simple? You understand it, right?
I understand the game.
You understand it, right?
Yeah,
Anthony?
I understand the game.
Yeah, you understand?
simple.
So there's 2 elements to the game. One is the lucky sum, and the other one is the actual numbers on the die. It's pretty simple, right?
Yeah, but sometimes we think it's simple, right?
I
But
Mhm.
some of the customers, they
and
they tend to think things are not simple.
I don't think this is for the layman.
Seriously?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like it either.
You
Yeah.
serious? Okay, so here what we're gonna do.
I understand as a statistician.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We would
But the average
exactly
person,
no.
Average
I
person
don't
wouldn't
think
like
so.
it. I don't think
and the
average
prize
person would
money
Uh-huh.
is nowhere comparable to the fast cash. No way the
Okay.
price
Oh, well,
money
yeah,
to
yes,
be
yeah.
comparable.
So anything you bring in something, no, it have to compare to fast cash.
That's right, yeah.
If you didn't bring in nothing compare to fast cash, you wouldn't play it. They'll play the fast cash.
Even if it's simpler than the fast cash?
I honestly don't find
Well,
this so simple.
Well, this one is not
I
simple.
think
No, I mean,
that-
no, but so
Well,
let's
it's-
exclude this. even if it's simpler than the fast cash.
You had to come real simple.
Exactly.
Alright, okay, alright.
Fast cash is just like one number.
It is.
Yeah, it's just like play away, just choose a number.
Exactly.
Alright, so here we're gonna do. This one we are going to do a test run on it, right? So we can Karen is going to allow you to see how the game is played and you get a chance to
So if
play
you
it.
have
and-
any questions.
So if you have any questions.
Ready?
Just to point out what you were just saying. You said they would appreciate it if it was simpler than the fast cash, right? But then earlier some of you mentioned you would have more, you wanted more prizes.
Yeah.
So I think the second aspect of the game is to give players a chance to win additional prizes
The only
Oh,
as
thing I
well.
see with this
It
here,
just
they
it
would-
adds to the complexity of the
they
game.
would play because it.
Yeah, that,
You
anything,
know what?
anything now come out now.
Anything new they would
Yeah.
play,
Yeah,
but
they
I
try.
don't think
It's
that
the
would
whole lot.
last long.
When Super Vibe came out, they played it again,
Exactly.
they again, and
And
after
then
that,
now that game like I said.
So is the die element, you would say that the dice is not something that Trinidadians, well, the players would gravitate to? Is that is not our culture, not the dice?
it's not the die itself, you know, it's the game itself.
Okay, alright.
Maybe in the casinos.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will work.
They would
Alright,
go on
okay.
the
People
other
sit
side.
down for a long time.
I
and
agree with you.
But not, when they come into a lotto booth area, they come for
Mhm.
quick action, right?
No, just to, not to bypass this, these games here are to test one to replace Super 5, right?
Yeah.
So it will run simultaneously with fast cash in the same thing, so
Yeah.
every-
Same 3 minutes.
Every,
That is
exactly,
it.
every
Yeah,
3 minutes,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
So I
our
just wanna
point.
make sure
That's
that
our
you
point
Exactly,
exactly
exactly.
too.
So
Our
that
point
is what-
to you is that this has to be equally fast and
Yeah,
simple.
no,
Yeah.
it's runs,
Speed.
yeah, it
Speed
runs
and this.
simultaneously.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
kind of Super Vibe.
Yeah.
and
Because
and
it
that's
this
what-
must be comparable to fast cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would somewhat be this.
Yeah, well, somewhat.
No, that's so small.
Well, no,
No.
not so small. I
See,
think
all of
all these
this?
things to fill out.
Right.
No, this is just a
It-
work in progress.
Yeah,
So
just
it's-
choosing which one you want to play.
Somewhat.
Choosing which game
I-
you
So
want.
make a bet,
I'm
go ahead
not
and make a
to
bet.
follow.
Yeah, you go ahead. You choose how you wanna play.
Just, if you need help with the slip, I can explain it for you.
But you think the best step here is complicated?
It's not complicated, but it's plenty things to
Yeah,
fill
it's
out.
too much time.
There's
It's-
too much
it's
of
too much,
it.
yeah.
They done kind
This won't work.
They would.
And then I run, yeah.
It's
You submit the press on.
sorry.
If you're on top of pages.
I tried scratching. Oh,
You
yeah.
want another?
Okay, thank
No,
you.
you can
No,
do it.
it's taking it. Fine. Thank you.
So go ahead, make one bet or you can make multiple bets on this. What
You
want us
choose
to do?
multiple bets. You go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon.
This thing is so fine.
There's one there,
Ladies, we kept seats for you all. Good afternoon. Yeah, Angela and Peter. Oh, you all were together?
Yes.
Oh gosh, sorry about that. We think,
because the screen is there, you would have
if
to.
you come on this side, Peter. We kept a seat right on this side for you, so you'll be comfortable. Yes. What we're going to do now is do a little introduction with you all. Angela and Peter,
Yeah.
let me explain it first. If you look on the board, it's not gonna help.
Oh, okay.
We're testing some new games to, one is to replace Super 5. Because Super 5 is, as you know,
Slow.
quite slow. So we were first asking reasons why it's so slow, one, and then we were asking about the elements of another game for replacement. What we did now is that we're starting to test the first of the replacement games. So my colleagues, either Kenny or Michael, will explain it quickly so that you'll have an opportunity to understand and play it while we're going through the games with the others, and you'll be able to catch up by the next game. All right? All right. Yeah, Kenny, one thing?
Okay, this game that you see on the board here, just to run it over again. This is a dice game, it's called Beta. How this game works is it has two elements to the game. One of them is the lucky sum and the other one is the actual die play. How this works is that you roll 3 dice, or 1 and 6, right? So you roll 3. You pick any 3 numbers that you want, well, between 1 to 6, and you get a payout for every $1 that is paid. Sorry.
1 to 18.
Well, 1 to 6.
1 to 6.
18 because it's 1 to 6 on one die, 1
The
to 6 on
sum
the
is
other.
Oh,
18.
it's-
Yeah.
okay.
So if you want to play, for example, if you want to play any triple, meaning 1-on-1, 2-2-2, 3-3-3, you get $26 for every $1 that you play. But if you decide, well, here what, maybe 3 is gonna come, all 3s, you will get, and 3 does come, that's a specific triple. If you want to choose a specific triple, then you get $155 if that your specific triple comes. If you decide, well, I don't want to play 3 dice, maybe I just want to play 2. You can have that element of it. You pick two, you get 2-2-2 or 2-2 or 4-4, whichever. If once that call, you get $9 for every $1 play. You also have it in order and any order of the dice. Yeah. The second element of it, the second part of it, is the lucky sum part. This is where the 3 dice, you tally the total. When you add the 3 dice together, you get to choose that number. So, for example, let's just say on the 3 dice are showing there, 5 and 3 is 8 and 3 is 11. Your lucky sum, that lucky sum there will be 11. So if you play 11, then you get $6 for every $1 play. But if you if for example you think that when the dice roll and you want the lucky sum of 3 to call, you get $155. And the reason why that the 3 is higher than the 11 is because there's only one way you can get 3. It's just all ones. There's only one way you can get 18, which is all 6. But there are more than one way you can get 4. There's more than one way you can get 10, 9, 8. So the less frequent number that you will get, the payout will be higher. Understand? Too difficult? Right. So the more frequent numbers that you add up, so like let's just say from 6 come 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, those payouts will be less because when you add the 3 dice together, those numbers are more easier to get rather than the 3 and the 18 and the 17. Yeah? Okay. So you give me a message. You got a chance to test out the game right now because we're going to do a test throw with it. You want to take this right time?
Sure.
Just pass this out, please.
Thank you.
Same problem the other. Spends.
Which one? Specific triple. Yeah. Tell them
What's a
use,
specific triple?
use this to press on. That will, if you press on that, the pen is gonna work. You could put it back on the desk, but because it's on something else.
For specific triple, you need to choose one number which you think that will 3 times. So for this one, you choose one of the 2 that you chose already. For the specific double, it's the same one number you can use for the both ones. Yes, right is the inside. Yeah. Yes. Okay, no. For the lucky sum, you choose one sum or something that will total up to 18. Highest number could be 18.
If my number is
This is correct.
I want a number to appear 3 times. That's impossible. Okay, see 4.
Well, it's technically it's a different, you'll have to pay to play this game as well.
Say it.
You'll have to pay, if you're also playing the specific triple,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
you'll have to pay separately to play that part of the game. Yes.
You pass it on to
Cost-wise, that is. You fill out the slip, but you just pay for the additional wager that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same slip that you're gonna put it on.
So there are 6 different types of bets you could make.
Yeah.
Yes,
On
on
that,
that one
yeah.
slip.
Any or one from 1 to 6.
Yeah. You could choose
And
one, you
then
could
one
choose
on-
all,
Yeah,
and so forth.
choose all, no harm in that.
But the cost will go up for the ticket itself.
Oh, so you can actually take this thing and do all the bets?
Yeah,
If you want to,
If you
yeah.
want to.
Try, it's just a trial. I don't think we're gonna get any real money for it.
Where you get the
Who knows?
I know, they had to give back an LCD
Anthony, sorry.
Only money you coming for next week.
Alright, long as
It's only tax, win tax.
no. See that you was saying that understand what you was saying.
And here now, what is that?
No, you technically you can only choose one.
One in any each of this one.
One in each. 3 different numbers.
get back my pen, please. If you want, I'll help you do that. It's only lucky someone do it.
I try to write one on the slip if I get lucky. So yeah, just write the lucky song. Bernardo. We just keep it as a copy from the video for today.
For the purpose of the demonstration, we'll just be doing one draw. But in reality, it would be every 3 minutes on the screen, right?
Yeah, it'd be just like fast cash.
Yeah.
So you could actually do it for more than one draws also.
Yes. Yes. So
On
you
the
can,
same
like,
slip.
yeah. Kind of like if you decide to play for Lucky Sum 10, but you choose 5 draws, you will play for 10 for the next 5
And the
draws.
bottom of the slip, that's the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so advance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel lucky, so I put 3 draws.
Okay.
So you get no money. The pen works on the thing.
Sorry.
That's what you filled out.
Yeah, not everything.
I didn't go right down the whole list.
Just write down the lucky sum.
And
I
two
went
others.
the whole thing.
You want to do another one?
No.
Everybody finished?
Yes.
Alright, we will win.
Next game in 4 minutes.
You doing the draw now, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna draw the game.
So it's 4 minutes, the game is 4 minutes.
No, tremendous.
Okay, I just saw next game 4 minutes.
Yeah, no, these, like, for example, this draw show is not what you're gonna see. If this game, if this game turned out to be a successful one, there will be tweaks to it.
Okay.
Nine. Who play nine?
Not me.
Oh, I don't see we make everything is wrong.
So we lose.
Whatever we do.
Frankly, everyone
TV happy.
But considering that it come in every 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
then I have that
3 draws.
as 3 draws, one after the other. So it's likely that it could come then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
like-
right, yes.
So the fast cash.
So advanced draws, yes, you can do the advanced draws.
So
So as the draw showed you, as I see it, that's not how, if this game turned out to be successful, that's not going to be represented. It's going to be tweaked, it's going to be looked a little more vibrant, however, we choose different ways to represent it, okay? This is just a rough idea of how the game would be played, yeah? Okay.
Right. What are your thoughts on this game?
To me, I think it's something similar like fast cash.
No, this is similar to fast.
No, I wouldn't say it's exactly, but it's similar. In the sense where it's different, but yet similar. In the sense where you could play the advanced games, like running. Could work.
I don't think my players will like it.
No?
I don't think my players will like it.
Yeah, because of the past.
But if it's something new, they wouldn't want to
No,
try
well,
it.
no, they will try. Everybody tries when something now come out. But it's not the kind of thing people come. You see, you gotta get something comparable to fast cash. It's not comparable. Because I could pay fast cash $5 and win $30 in
What I find is the payout small.
That's
Well,
right.
it's
That's-
telling you,
that's
so
what it is.
this is why.
Compared to fast cash, alternating every 3 minutes,
Mhm.
nobody would be attracted to this. They'd rather play the fast cash.
You're looking for something to attract them on. You gotta get something better. I'm doing something that they making less.
They don't make any see through in teeth already.
Because if you're going to
It's
replace
difficult,
Super 5, you have to replace something
But it's actually
more profitable.
replacing that,
Super
right?
5, you can win $4,000.
Every place in fast cash you play in Super 5. So you're trying to find something better than
It has to be better than Super 5. And this is not superior in terms of the rewards at all. So that automatically rules it.
Well, let's not look at something better than Super. Not better than Super, fast cash, right? Think about it. You don't want any cannibalization on your top game, one of your top games, right?
Right.
You don't want to see a dip in sales. So let's just say instead of looking for something better than fast cash, how about on
Say better than Super 5.
that's understood. But we're not looking for something that's better than fast cash.
No.
Yeah.
We're looking for something that's somewhat comparable. Exactly, right? So let's not think about it as well. We need something to top fast cash because that's the better game and Super 5 loser. No. We're looking for something that's actually more or less on the same level or a little bit below because you're not looking for that cannibalization on sales. You're not looking for that game to diminish your sales. You understand? Or even better, or even worse, you're not looking for it to start taking your sales from your games. You're looking for new money, right? You're looking for new players. So maybe you already have a crew that's already invested in this fast cash, right? So the visit, and they're not going to change for anything. But let's just say game X decides to come on board and replace Super 5. That's a new set of money. You don't want to split your fast cash. They're going to watch how they spend on fast cash because they want to participate on this. That's not new money. You're looking for the new investment.
They share any money.
Exactly. The money is just going to remain. So if you're a customer making $1,000 at the end of the day, that's still going to remain your $1,000. So you're looking to create new money. Understand? Yeah? Okay, cool. So I guess no on this one. Yeah? No? Yeah?
For me, no, I can't. Everybody.
Anybody likes
no.
it?
I don't like it.
Anybody sees it as a yes?
No,
All right, so
because I just lost.
so had you won, it might be a yes?
No.
All right. All
No,
right.
no, listen, don't get me wrong. I agree with this guy saying that it wouldn't be something to take away from your fast cash because fast cash is a fast thing. In the slowest business, fast cash is it. So you're not looking to take away that at all because that's where people make a little money. But you have to get something that is faster and paying out a little more than this game. This game is paying out nothing.
Mm-hmm.
A player will tell you this is nothing. They will tell you this is next to nothing.
Right.
So, but they leave the Super 5. But it's interesting, but too slow. I think it will be slow.
Okay. Alright. So you think the gameplay itself is a bit slow? It's
Yeah.
not okay. Alright, okay.
Better
Fair
suited
enough.
for arcade.
Even
Arcade.
yeah, in an arcade, you know, you'll see that game being played, and it might do good. You know, but not for agents.
Okay.
Because right away, if that comes on board, people are going to look at it, oh, what kind of stupid game is this, you know? I'm telling you, the wrong people what they will think.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember within 3 minutes, everything comes 3 minutes. So 3 minutes
Right.
of that, 3 minutes of that. So if I'm not going to spend in 3 minutes at that time when he could
They're going
potentially
after
3
fast
minutes
cash.
on fast cash.
Mhm.
Because within
They
3
go-
minutes
they
he
will
have,
go
so he's
after
going
the
to
fast
think and all kind of thing. So he's
Yeah,
going
that's
to use
true.
3 minutes to take.
Correct.
Yeah, so when they come
Yeah.
in. So when you have other game, it's really good for them to let me forget this 3 minutes. Oh, you know, you're studying that game so that if I did that, I'll win that.
Yeah.
You know, and that.
Oh, wait, no, boy, this not cutting it. I've every 3 minutes and then people actually want you to punch in the numbers to them.
Yeah, well, we
They're
discussed
not-
it. That's why
they're not
that's so
filling the
important.
slips.
Yeah. Okay.
So it takes away the
When
time.
they bring, I thought they were supposed to bring us the fast for the pick 2 with the mega.
I still for the pick two.
Yeah, they don't, but they would have the mega and the pick 2. And they say
You have to call the
they-
mega.
They say the game
Yeah.
is permanent, so they should.
Yeah,
have
so
to pass.
it's supposed to be in circulation. I don't know if you all
Nah,
have.
the
it.
pictures
No,
of
we
the pack
didn't,
not
no,
being in-
we still have to
It,
pay.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
so it helps a lot if we get that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I definitely understand
Yeah,
that.
we
Okay.
did that over 6 months ago.
Yeah.
When
Mhm.
the training
That's
up at
true.
Ocean City.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
The new slips are coming. 6 months have passed and no new slips yet.
well, that's interesting. Okay.
Well, as with everything, you know.
That's what I'm saying, and SCB doesn't have the money.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
Okay.
Again, plenty of mine. We kind of winning.
Okay, so this game is called Alpha. Now, the easiest way to describe this game is like this, right? This is a 1 in 18 game, right? You choose any number between 1 to 18.
Okay.
So you're able to choose your numbers, and the price to play is standard, is $1 per play. Okay? However, the price payout you can't determine. It's random.
It's according to how much people win.
No,
No?
it's just randomly generated. So for example,
Yeah, just like you're randomly picking a number and we're picking a price.
no, you choose a number. So let's just say you choose 5
Right, I choose 5.
and Sharon choose 5.
Yeah.
You both played for $1.
Yeah,
You will get it. So when you when you get a ticket,
yeah.
the ticket will tell you what your prize is.
Oh.
So you
But
will
your
get a
price
prize.
is determined
No.
by what?
Your it's just randomly generated.
The number there.
So you play 5 and you play 5. You might get the prize of $10.
She might get.
She will get for 200.
I can take away, she take it.
It's like so. Take and next way to think about it. Think about it like scratch.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
pay
I
for a
understand.
$5 thing,
Yeah,
but you
I
don't know
understand
what's
what you're
gonna come.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Right? It is like scratch. You just don't know what's gonna come. So you pay for how much of it is, but you just don't know what's gonna come.
So is that dollar you betted?
$1 minimum, yes, and you can play up to how much you want.
So you could bet $5 and 5. It still tells me how much I get for the $5.
It only depends on when they see you actually get your ticket. Then the
Oh, yeah.
ticket will tell you,
I have a
well,
question.
uh-huh.
So the dollar, can I win $100,000 with the dollar?
no, why you
What
doing
they said, have you seen
Yeah,
anything?
No,
Is it-
the
That's
range
real
is
there.
from 5 to 200.
Only?
Yes.
Damn it.
But that's not
No, you can't trade away.
I
If you
mean,
get
it's
if you get it
At
for
least
200,
this
you
is-
get.
At least this is a little more interesting than
Yeah,
the one.
it
I-
is.
I want
No,
another
it
bet.
I prefer this
is.
one.
It-
I prefer this
If you
one.
have to compare it to the dice, and
Up
I'll
to
take
200.
this one.
Yes.
dice is a no.
Yeah.
This
Because-
is more favorable than the
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like I say, it's just like a scratch. You pay
Yeah.
$5 for a scratch. You don't know if you're getting $5
Yeah.
or if you're gonna get the top
But it's
price.
not only that, it's the play concept that everybody knows already.
Yeah.
And you're going for 18
Yeah,
numbers
yeah,
instead
yeah.
of 36. So
It's an easy game to play
It
too.
is.
Right.
From Trinidadian.
But my only
clients.
concern is if two people win the same number and they get it from prizes.
That is it. But
And they write outside the fast cash machine, then it's back on.
Yeah, because this one is, oh, so I pay 500, you pay 500, you get 200, like that.
no, but see, I don't think it'll be like that because I mean, if you buy a scratch, right, and you buy a scratch and you buy the same scratch, let me say scratch triple X, right, for $5. And you get $50 and he get $10. You will correlate him. You correlate him.
That's different, you know. This is something on the screen. And
Because
this is something different.
this is what he's saying, that the game is just like the scratch. So we playing the same game, we bet the same amount, but he could get 200, I could get 1.
So you worry about the
We understand what he's saying.
No,
we
I
just
understand
explain
the
that
concept of
people, how
the
people
game, you
concept
know.
outside
I'm
is
just
that.
looking at people's reaction.
That is the
So
wrong
you guys
way
concerned
to-
about the commercial.
Like,
People
okay, take
can
for
do it.
instance, scratch. People would purchase scratch, you may take away scratch. Or some of them might scratch it right there. This is something, and this is going to be on the screen, on the fast scratch screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
It's luck and chance, it's a risk.
But just as everything in
Gambling
the
is a risk.
Just to point out though, the ticket allows you to play, go back to the other, multiple numbers.
Yeah, you're allowed to play multiple
So-
numbers with this.
You have the option of going for a guaranteed win, where you can decide to see
You
the
can
last
play
ticket
one,
there.
or you can play
You
all
can play
18.
all 18 numbers, where one of the numbers out of 18
Will
is
call.
going to draw, and you're guaranteed to win. However,
But the
the
least payment is
amount
$5,
that you
right?
get
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
number
$5.
that
So you could play all, but you're guaranteed
you're not,
to
yeah,
win.
you have no
Okay,
control
so
over
How
the
much
price.
you win.
Well then that
So
changed.
it will cost you
Yeah,
$18, but you can
Chances
win.
are you could win the 200.
Yeah, exactly,
what I'm saying is
exactly.
gambling.
And they're going to look at it as, you know what, I give back a little thing.
Yeah.
Cancel it, the free Patreon me and
Nah, I don't think it's-
Just give a guy a cancel.
No, I like the concept.
Yeah.
Because it fits into something which already familiar.
I don't have no problem with this game. I don't
18
know. I
numbers is
find
more attractive than 36.
actually, this is better than Super 5. I feel. For me.
Yeah.
This is better than Super 5.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do here is how we're gonna get a test run. Everybody got a chance to participate, and we will do a draw.
Yo, when I go down choose all the numbers.
No.
I choose the
But
18
you
number.
see
Suppose
that-
I get 200.
You
Guys.
see that
I
option?
think I
Yeah,
can,
no?
I really like that option.
Which one?
That's how you can choose all the
Oh.
numbers and it's again back.
For the
to
purpose of
People
this
look at that as
demonstration, only choose a max of 4 numbers because
Oh.
the ticket that we're giving you, we only printed ones that go up to 4 instead of the ones that go up to 18. So you wouldn't be able to
So we could choose 4 numbers.
max if you want to, yeah. And you're only filling out ticket A on the slip.
Oh, hold on.
Only ticket A.
Yeah. So you can shade the 4 numbers in the first box and fill out the 2 at the side. Also, all the games that we're showing you do have a quick pick option.
Yes. All games come with a quick pick option.
What is side top or bottom?
You need to write these out, or we can just follow
Leave
these
it on the
to
side?
save some time.
Sorry?
Take it
Later.
in full amount,
Does she
choose
have
your
to
phone
rewrite all
number.
of these now?
How much money you
We
would
could
like to
just
pay it for and
use
how,
these
how many consecutive.
No, yeah, we won't have to write it. Yeah. Just to save some
make
time.
up some
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we just tell you.
So this
Oh
one
no,
takes-
because the prize is on the slip.
Oh,
so
yes,
this
right,
one you
yes.
kind of have to. The others
Yeah,
you may
sorry,
not,
sorry,
but for
yes,
this
that is
one
right.
you had no choice.
Yes, yes.
But the others, yeah.
Yeah. Because the
price is randomly
you only get-
generated
You get to
honestly.
know your price when the ticket is generated.
I win, just give me the money. It says 200 and tickets.
Only top line.
Only,
Only ticket, yeah.
going down the road.
Only top, how much money? Right,
You
only
could do
top.
up to 4 on the top.
Well, I do 4.
Alright.
So if
So we had to
if you
avoid the
play,
rest.
like,
No, just leave them. Thank
10
you.
numbers, the maximum you win is 200. Or
Yeah, but then it's
when-
200 multiplied by
Every
10,
dollar,
so you get
yeah.
2,000.
For every dollar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good. I thought was 200.
No.
So it's 200 on a dollar.
Every dollar, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh.
So
So
$5 on
you
every
know.
dollar.
I thought the
Then
maximum
that's good.
payout
That's
was
what I was
$200.
telling you.
Yeah.
Chances are you could win the 200, but it's up to you now
much money?
how much you bet.
Well,
So when
then-
this slip is generated, I'm seeing from this sample, each number can have a different
Yes.
price value.
Yes.
Only one
Yeah,
value.
No.
it's
possible.
No.
Each number has a
But that
different
makes
price.
it even
No,
better.
this is
I think
interesting.
This is alright.
Yeah,
That's
this
very
is
interesting.
better. A gambler would like this. This is-
Yeah, this is interesting.
A gambler like
Now
to take
that you're
chances.
going
Yeah.
to-
I like that.
All gambler feel they could be the odds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is about it.
And It's
I feel
$1
it.
minimum
I
to
feel it,
play,
this one.
but you can bet anything that you want.
Yeah,
And
each
the
number.
prize, once it wins, the prize will be multiplied by your base number. It's very simple. You pay for $10 and 200, you get 200 and win, well, that's $2,000 for you.
That's fantastic.
But just remember, for every number you add, you increase your bets by that. So if you're playing $2, every number you choose to play, that's an extra $2 you're gonna cost you.
Yeah.
And if we win, we are
And
gonna
from the
get
slip we filled out, it is one number would go on each block,
Yeah.
each line. This will be each panel, right?
Well,
Yeah.
no, this is for multiple tickets. Multiple tickets. So this one ticket there, as you see, it says there how many consecutive games. You only necessarily have to fill out ticket A, unless you plan on playing multiple.
Okay, anyway, that's different to what we just got.
It's the same thing you just filled out.
You want to choose a fourth number?
What ticket two,
Oh,
ticket
choose
three,
three.
ticket
Choose
four.
Right.
that for, choose
So
that
that's
for.
it. It's
The
for
regular
additional
code?
games.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
choose.
Or to choose a different
What
set
will be
of
a fourth
numbers.
number?
It's technically the slip should be just ticket A. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, but
So-
if we've got four panels, I call it A, B, C, D.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
We fill out one number in each panel.
Alright, think of the ticket as the slip that you have in your hand there. Right, so each one of those is for,
It's on panel A.
right, panel A is that one in your hand. If you wanted another one, you could fill out panel B and
Another
you'd
four
get it.
numbers allowed in a panel.
I don't
It's
understand.
different to the normal playway slip. In normal playway slip, you fill out one number per panel.
The panel.
Right?
Per panel.
Here, you have four panels.
Okay.
And each
Can I
pan-
say this?
if you're doing this game, each panel will have the 18
Anyone
numbers.
else?
Right, yes,
Each panel will have the
yes,
18 numbers,
yes.
because you remember,
Yes.
you have a choice. Okay,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So each panel has
It would be
18
like
numbers. So
five
that's
numbers.
it.
You choose which
If you
18
fill out
numbers.
A, B, C, D, you'd end up with 4 of those in your hand.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
And it
So
will be
you
like
see-
that, each panel will have 18 numbers. So
Yeah.
you choose,
Yeah.
if you want to choose the 18 numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you. So you could choose how
So
much
you'd
you
end
want
up
per
with 4 of
panel.
those in
If
your
you
hand.
want
So it's
to
just for
change-
additional
Yeah.
games
Yeah.
then.
like this one more.
Okay, so we're gonna, we everybody got the slips?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do the draw, right?
That in that one.
Okay, go.
Number 10 will be nice.
Number 8 gonna be here.
58, I think, I guess 50 there.
Hey, you can choose 8.
Nah, 18 coming. 10. Wait, was that?
No.
Oh.
Let's see if I-
9.
We done with that
Let's see.
game. we done with that.
Let's see if I'm going to win.
No. And how much balls?
One more.
18,
18 ball?
Yes,
One
18
more
balls.
comes.
One ball.
That's the number.
Seven.
Oh my.
Everybody
Make
choose
sure they
that
have money to give me, huh?
one? How much,
50
15?
dollars.
How much you wager?
Don't be
$2.
sad.
$2, $100
Yeah.
there.
You wanna give me 100?
Yes.
Nah, I don't think that's correct. You do it.
Anybody
Right?
want to flip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one gentleman.
How
Like he's
much?
waiting for his
100.
payout.
100, you played for $100?
No, I pay for $2.
Yeah, you can go.
Thank you. Wow.
So we get with this game.
Well, now you can share your thoughts, so let's make some notes of it.
I like it.
I get,
It's very
Yep.
interesting.
Someone fully.
Yeah?
yeah, I think it's much better than Super 5. It can
Yeah.
replace
Yeah.
Super
But
5.
the only thing is, such reason I don't like the name Alpha.
No, well, that's
No,
what I
that's
say. So
not the name.
what, at the end of it, we will ask, well, what do you think is a good name for it then?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
But I don't like Alpha.
No.
This
That's
is
a
just to
placeholder.
identify it right
Yes.
now, that's all.
Ladies on this side, Gita and Love.
Yeah, it's good. This one is good. Never mind, I lost.
But that's
Maybe
only
next
for
time.
one draw.
Well,
That was
no.
it. She should run it again. We'll see.
No,
Nah,
but
I
it's,
don't win right now,
better
so I
than
can
the-
stay right here.
it's better than the first one.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's much better.
A lot better because you have options. You kind of have more options in this.
Besides, just being random, it gives people a little, being random, I could give 100, 200,
Mm.
They will try, yeah, they will try it.
Yeah.
We are a nation of gamblers.
We alone, to check the whole world out. If you go anywhere, casino in every country.
Boy,
Makes sense.
but this one makes more sense.
Okay, so we just wait until, just she comes back, so we get us quickly granted.
In the meantime, anybody want to give us any possible name that they could think of for the previous game?
Hmm.
What would you name it? What do you think it should be called?
Actually, you know what? I will start with it, and she can, because it's really very simple to explain.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will start with it. Okay, so this game is called Delta, right? Now, this game is a 1 in 28 game, right? It's 10 more than the previous 1 in 18. Okay? So basically, you choose 7 numbers from the 1 to 28. Any 7 numbers that you want. Remember, all bets are dollar minimum, so you can choose how much you want to play, right? So you get so you choose your 7 numbers, right? Now this is how the game is played. When you choose your 7 numbers, your 3 rounds are going to be played. Your number is going to, your 7 numbers are going to call in round 1, 7 numbers in round 2, and 7 numbers in round 3. If your 7 numbers is called in round 1, you get 100,000.
That's downside.
Right?
That's another form of downside.
But if your 7 numbers is called in round, you have 2 in round 1 and 5 in round 2,
Yeah.
you make it in the 2 rounds, you get $110.
$110.
Yes. It's really
That's
similar to Super 5.
100,000.
Yes, it's very similar
And
to
then you
Super
get 3
5.
then, I said, go in 3 rounds.
If it make it all in 3 rounds.
But if you get like 4 numbers in the first round, you getting anything back? Or
No.
No.
You have to
It
make,
be all 7.
yes, you have to make all 7.
You have to check 3 rounds to make all 7.
Yes.
But this is just like downside. The same concept, and
Yeah.
that was not popular.
But I enjoy it, like,
Also
the numbers would be.
Every year. Right? And as you can see there, the odds for the first one is 1 in 1. So if you in other words, in order to get all 7 numbers in round 1, is 1 in 0.18, 1 in
Yeah,
0.1
that's
million.
like even harder than to get 5 numbers in cash
Yeah.
pot. So,
Right? In round 2 it's easier, but I mean the payout is a whole lot less. I mean, as you can see there. Okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just do a quick thing.
but the numbers are just random numbers. With 1 to 28, it's 1 to 28.
1 to 20. You
1 to
choose
28.
yeah, you choose
Any
any
numbers from 1 to 28.
yes, any 7 numbers.
Alright.
Okay?
I have a suggestion for the other game. Lucky something. You know anything called lucky? Maybe dip. If you could
Sorry.
have
that's not
something
bad. Mhm.
dipping, pulling, you know, like yeah, that's what
Since the payout is
brand
random,
can,
then
dip
okay.
and things
Yeah,
like
yes,
that.
yes.
Don't you have a lucky dip something already somewhere?
A book.
Yeah, it's in a book, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a book. I know we have a lucky dip somewhere.
A 3-year-old, my grandson has. But you know, the dip thing is like
Mm.
a that thing, yeah. You know, dipping branch out.
Right, so we're gonna just choose the 7 numbers. If we won't pull out the actual slips, we will just use the bets as reference, right?
Okay.
She can hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hold on to it again.
Everybody finished?
Yeah. So this is a draw now. So you can start checking. See if you make it round in round 1, your numbers in round 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are your 4 numbers?
In round 1.
Yeah.
See if you make it in round 2. The other 3. See if you get the other 3 in round 2.
No.
Still have 1 more.
You see if you get it in round 3.
And everybody else knows what is the numbers.
So, what numbers you
This
think?
this one didn't work.
Batteries are working,
I got one in the third one.
one and third one. So you still have two outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I got 4.
I know what
You
I
get
got
phone
4
number.
in the first round.
Will you see phone numbers there?
No, no, no. This
Not
is,
you, sure.
Me, with 28, did I put 28 or 27? 28,
28,
one.
you get one.
11, I think 11.
No.
I get phone numbers on.
Phone numbers, right. So and that's just how the price structure is. So unfortunately, if you don't, you have to make all 7.
Yeah,
There's
we
not a
understand.
price for
Still
less
outstanding
than that.
too.
So,
Yeah,
if I choose one, I'll take the game before.
The game before. So what do you think about this one? Not this
It's
one.
alright, but if I have to choose one of the 2 games, I prefer the
No,
one.
well,
Okay.
we not compare. We'll
Yeah.
do that at the end. We
Yeah.
just want to know your thoughts on
It's
each one.
it's alright, but it's like a little hard because you have to remember it's like 5. If you play cash, but it's 5 numbers, you choose it after.
Yeah, but it's a faster game than fast cash.
I understand that.
What you call it?
10.
Cash pot.
Yeah, no, I
Cash
just
pot is
explained
one
it's
to
5
three.
numbers, you choose out of 20. You have 20, you choose 7, it's like the same thing.
Mm.
You choose them.
14.
I don't like it too
I
because
don't
for the
know.
same
I wouldn't
reasons
play
that
it.
guns didn't work,
I wouldn't play it.
you all know why.
Yes.
It's the
Understood.
same.
And I think it's,
Similar to that, right?
I think you all have a general idea of it. Same thoughts with you, right? Okay.
This resembles cash pot.
So we have 2 more games, the last 2. These are very different from the previous 3 that we did. Okay, so this is called Gamma
You know.
Racer. Yeah. Right? Gamma Racer. So very similar. It is 1 in 18. Now first, this is a car racing game. Right? It's a 1 in 18 game. Choose 1 to 18, any car between 1 to 18, right? You can choose from 1 to 6, up to 6 cars, well, up to 6 numbers. This is referred to as numbers, right? Up to 1 to 6 numbers. But you're not limited to that. If you don't want to play 6 numbers, you can play 5 numbers. If you don't want to play the 5, you can play 4, or you can play the 3. However, the price will go down as you choose less, right? So, for example, if you watch the screen there, you choose 1 car, and that car come, you get $2 for every $1 played. Yeah. You choose 2 cars, and the 2 cars come, you get $7 for every $1 played. You choose 3 cars, and the 3 cars come, you get $11. But if 2 cars come, if you match 2 cars, you get $2. You understand? As we go along, that's how it increases. You choose 6 cars, you get $1,000.
And if 5 out
But if
is-
5 out there come, you get $40.
That's like, what game was that?
That's like identical
Danzai.
to Danzai. That's identical.
Yeah.
It's just using cars instead of.
Yeah? So everybody understand how this is played, right? No, you don't have to play 6 cars. You don't have to play 5. You don't have to play 4. You can choose how much of you want. Obviously, the price payout will suit exactly how much you actually pay. Okay? So this is for the sake of Anisha. This is a 1 in 18 game. You choose 1 to 6 numbers, right? But you don't have to. You can choose 5, 4, 3, 2, or you can play 1. However, if you play 1, you get $1 for every $2 played. If you pay 6, you get $1,000 if all the numbers score. However, if you get 5 out of the 6 numbers, you get $40. If you pay 5 numbers, you get, and all 5 call, you get $280. But if you get 4 numbers, then you only get $10. Okay? So what we're gonna do is just do a quick one. Let's do should be the best first. I'll show this one between
No
now,
problem,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And it's a simpler form of Danzai. The Danzai had 80 numbers to choose from ultimately. Here you have 18. No, after the 18, you have to choose 20, and then from the 20.
Sorry. Yes.
Numbers here.
You can choose up to 6 numbers, so you can choose the 6 numbers.
But they say how many cards would you like to play?
Well, it's
play
it's
per
up to
game?
you.
So it's
Yeah.
just 4
Yeah.
cards.
So if
You
it's
can
four
choose the
cards,
4
then you only
numbers.
choose four.
You can choose each. So you,
Choose 3.
yeah, you can choose 3 numbers. That's okay.
Odd numbers seem to work sometimes.
So when you fill out how many cards you have to fill out, that's how much you're going to put.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How much
because
ticks you're gonna put in
otherwise the
box
bet slipper will be rejected.
Rejected.
Yeah. No, they could hold the They could use the bet slip, yeah. Everyone finish? Yeah? Okay. Is this one?
4-9.
Mhm. Hmm?
Be played unmuted after.
Play it unmuted again?
Yes.
I feel I'm in the wrong section.
I get 2, then 2, so.
You get one number out of it. If you choose 4 numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to double check. I think you get like 2 hours or something.
Get $2.
Yeah.
Let me double check it.
Yeah, that was double check it for me.
If it be 4
So match 4, okay, we will actually match, we'll have up to match 3
3,
for forecast. Yeah.
then that's it.
Okay, so here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna replay the video, but there's gonna have something else in it. As you are the retail, as you guys are the actual operators, this part of it is quite essential. Okay, this video comes with sound. We want to know, the reason why I'm playing it with sound is because we know that if maybe hearing this on a regular basis can get someone irritated. Or if you would lower it down, or if you would leave it for the players to actually hear, because it changes the whole dynamic of the game when you hear it with sound. Okay,
But that's
so
not going on.
yes. So we'll play it and you just let me know what are your actual thoughts.
Let me see the remote for the TV then.
Okay, wait, before you actually start, just share with Karen this, some of your thoughts on the actual game, please. I don't want to have it skewed.
With Michael. Okay.
Interesting. It's interesting. I like the car concept.
A lot of guys will go for car
Yeah, of
concept.
course.
I think with the little noise, I think it might make it exciting.
Yeah.
Noise.
It's visually attractive.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I'm not sure if I could turn on volume in mine because I'm renting a big shop.
Mm.
Big shops at Trin City. But
Well,
it's attractive.
Okay.
my main will.
It's something different. It's a little bit
Yeah.
different.
I like it.
I actually like the concept.
The cars.
It's interesting.
Makes me think about underground racing.
Oh, really?
Angela, what about you?
The,
Yeah,
um,
my son will like that.
racing show.
She said
He
she
love
said
cars.
Wait, your son is not under 18, right?
No,
No,
he run the machine.
He's in
Oh,
The
oh.
machine, so he know everything.
Okay.
So all these things will be attractive to him.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that game will do well with them.
Yeah?
Because I have customers on the
Like these
on
cars.
He's a
on
car
the
freak.
road,
Mhm.
and they would actually.
Yeah, we have some characters
Yeah.
on the road to go by hand is extreme.
sit down with
Then
people
They
and
would like to.
Then you could give us your thoughts for
On the
the-
road,
for
on the
names
roadway, you wouldn't see it in the daylight. But in the morning, all the brakes and pressure on the road.
Taking another turn, 18 with 9
They will love
closing
this.
in just
They
behind
will
the
love this.
bandit. They're being followed by 8-11.
I think too it would be somewhat
From
of
9,
a
18, 17, 12,
Customer.
11, 8, 29, 20 and 30.
because everybody coming to watch that.
They
But
may-
if the vehicles could be something like, phew, 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 like, yeah.
Making the actual.
Well,
Yeah.
the draw is a bit longer, but just because we're trying to, we shorten it to facilitate the actual research.
And then you had to do it in between because 3 minutes
Exactly.
between the other.
Yeah,
So you had to always leave time for the, if you want to play 2 games.
Correct.
Right. So now, as I said, the reason why we now you are the retailers. While it would be good for the customer to hear it, they are not the ones who actually in the booth every day, every minute, cashing out to the players. So we want to know exactly what are your would you keep the sound on? Would you keep it on but keep it on a minimal? You know, those who could actually keep the song on, you know, will it bother you? It would start to become a nuisance.
You have to keep it low because you see what they hear these fellas calling out.
And that is exactly, and that is what
Yeah.
it is. So if this game were to be successful, should we do it with sound? Should we do it without sound? Because most of the places that you go, is it noisy?
Yeah.
You know, so
Without
those are
sound,
some of
it
the
would be
aspects.
boring.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and I agree, but
But
I-
to have it in a place with other games going on, you would need to keep it at a minimum.
okay,
Can
alright.
we get the sound of the cars without the commentary?
And when the commentary is important because I hear horse races.
It's
And the
like-
excitement of horse
That's
races
true.
is here in the commentary.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
I like it.
So you would need the commentary.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
like it.
I would like to hear the cars zooming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
zoom
it.
and
What are the cars?
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody win? No?
No, no, mm-mm.
No,
I guess
It's
I
not
don't
it's tough to
know
win
how
it, you know. It's not easy to win it.
So it's out of the 6, out of the top 6
Out of the
finishers.
But
Whichever
whichever you
order they
choose,
come,
yeah,
whichever
whichever
they
you
come.
choose, right? So
Yeah.
6 will call, but you don't have to play all 6.
Right.
Okay? So let's have one final one. And this one is Gamma Racer. No, is it? Yeah.
That's what we just,
Mhm.
yeah, we just did
No,
that.
you did the Kino version. This version is the same thing, but with a pick 3.
Yeah. This is a pick 3 option instead of the pick 6 option. Okay?
Okay.
Same 1 in 18 concept. Very similar. Except you get to choose 3 numbers instead of the 6 numbers here.
Okay.
And the bets order any order.
And
The
price
bets,
structure.
correct. So the bets are order any order. So you can choose, you don't have to play all 3, you can choose a pick 2 option, you can choose a pick 3 option, you can choose a pick 1 option, but the price pair is going to be different. So if let's just say you decide to do a pick
Like
2.
something like pick 4. Like pick 4.
Well, a pick 3,
Order
right?
any order.
But it's not as complicated, right? It's simple. You decide to do a pick 2, you get and your two pick numbers call, you get $110. You choose all 3 numbers, and your all 3 numbers call in any order, you get $590, right? For $1. In order, you get a lot more. So you pick 1, you choose 1 card, you get $13. You pick 2 and they come in order, you get $220 versus the any order, which is $110. And you pick 3 in order, you get $3,500
For every dollar you
for every dollar you spend versus the $590, which is in any order.
But you have to pay extra for the order and then the order.
Yes, each element,
Yes.
yes.
Pick 4, playing with pick
Just
3.
like pick 4.
We're on a reverse 4 and reverse 3 and
Yeah,
best
I
3.
know, but it's similar.
Order any order.
We just try to keep this year. Try to keep it simple. Give you the more popular played elements of the game.
Yeah. I prefer the pick 3 rather than the pick 6.
Yeah, the pick 3 sounding more exciting.
More excited that the prize money is bigger,
Yeah.
better. You know, when they win in horse racing, the first 3 is right, one matter, 6 kind of stretching.
Yeah.
So we just give you quickly some best stuff. So you just fill it out quickly. Gosh, when something
We have 3 numbers now.
Each panel?
So you have to exchange.
3 each panel?
I'm gonna take it
No.
quick.
You will choose, if you're doing in order, you'll only choose, sorry, if you're doing any order, you're choosing from the first panel only. If you're doing it in order, you're choosing 1 number from each panel.
Alright, so see up on the screen there? Right,
Yeah.
see in box C, you're choosing what type of bet you choose to play, right? Whether it's any order, in order, And if so, which one? Whether it's top two,
Top two or
top
top
three,
What
right?
about both?
As long as that's the same
You
question.
can do both, yes? Top 2 and top 3.
You're doing
Nah,
both.
the
and
instructions for the slip
Both
only
ways.
allow for one.
One
One type of
So you'll
slip.
have
So if you
to,
So you'd have to get
you'll
another
change
slip.
another slip.
Yeah.
Listen, but
Yeah.
this slip will always be, if this game turn out to be, thing we will always tweak it to
Yeah.
accommodate
Yes,
everything,
yeah.
okay?
Uh-huh, yeah. So what she's saying is if you
So
choose
here's
a
top
any
two and
order
top
bet
three, you
Uh-huh.
picking one number.
in box one,
So you
Yeah.
just
pick
take the three
three
numbers.
If you
Or
want
the
to
two
Or the two numbers.
Right,
top
right.
two.
Oh.
If, however, you
Any
choose to
order?
play in a specific order, then put the
Top
card that you
two,
choose,
any
the
order.
number of the card in first position in box
So
one,
going one
the
number.
second place
If you
number
don't
in
take
box
order.
two, and the third in box three. So it's only
Any
one
order?
per box if you're playing in order.
Any order.
If it's
Yeah.
any
So
order,
only-
just take all
If
three
you
in
do
box
any
one.
order,
If
if
it's
it's
three,
three,
like one, two,
Yeah.
three. If it's
That's right, we don't-
If-
we
in-
don't do anything.
in C, if you put
in
top
order, you put
two,
it.
then
One
you
number
wanna-
here, one
Just
number
two numbers
here.
you're taking
Because you want
in box one, since it's any order.
Seven coming first, nine coming
So if
second,
it-
Yeah, the track is
ten
so
coming
good.
If you're betting
Yeah,
order
twenty.
or any order, it's two
Thank
slips
you.
different.
Yes, but for now, but when, if this game is successful,
They
this
want
They
will
would
to
modify
change
it.
politics.
Yeah.
modify it to
Yeah.
accommodate
Be
all
better.
game play. Yeah?
Oh,
Bet
right.
sure. Oh, yeah, fine.
Okay, so let's play.
9,
With the order, right?
Yeah, you take it.
Yes, yes.
Just at the front ring, so you're gonna get the same results.
I don't know.
I see a man changing players.
What are green colors and fine? What
Take
numbers
on the
are
sound,
green
pull up
colors?
the sound.
Green is
They're used to the IGT sound.
Fine numbers.
It's the same race.
Four, nine. Four, nine.
Same race?
It's the same
No,
race.
no, 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 go up.
See, yeah, because look, I shaded it back by saying numbers
I
4,
actually
10,
get
7,
one
so I
right.
go back, okay.
Number 4.
So yes, it is the same race.
Nah, that's cheating.
No, we only had one video, so for research we only had one video,
Just modify the number that's show up in there, and instead of 6 is 3.
right? But like I say, it's a pick tree, so
I prefer 3 over 6.
Me too.
3 numbers.
I prefer the 3. The 3 is,
Yeah.
the 6 might be a little tedious.
Yeah, people don't be lying about coming to bet $2.
Well, obviously, I know I'm going to ask you which game
But,
was the best. Oh, and you know the second game. That was the best out of all the games.
okay.
The alpha thing.
They lucky dip.
Yeah, that one is like, I think that was going to be, if we try that one, I think that one would be a little successful.
Yeah. I mean, the city's in kind of unique arcade, this type of thing.
Okay,
it's like
so what we're gonna do here, I just have here one last sheet. What we'd like you to do, we're gonna rate each game that we just passed through.
You're gonna rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the game you like the most.
Just do it now. Let me explain it. Nobody did. What? Let me explain.
That was the game where we like the most was
Yeah.
the
So 1 being the game you like the most, and 5 being the game that you like the
Just
least.
pick 7 games. So you have
What
three
you thought
rounds.
of this last,
Yeah.
what you thought of this last one?
The three better.
Just 7 numbers.
Everybody?
Right? So you're choosing from 1
Yes,
to
I
28.
go the 3.
Right?
So one is
So
the
rank them first, second, third,
You
fourth,
could go
fifth.
back to and make 7.
Fifth is,
Remember?
you really like it or not like it?
You don't like it.
They don't like it.
First is you really like it,
Okay.
5th is
It's like
The one you like the least.
the one you like the
It's
least.
very similar to some of that.
Yes.
You wanted me to go back to it?
No, she don't like slow time. So,
If you need me to remind you which game is which, you just ask it.
okay, go back to it just to make sure.
Beta was the dice game.
That's the first
That
game.
was the first game, did you get beta? Right. That's the dice game.
So you can rate.
That was beta,
How was
right?
this? Just before you guys start, how was your rating? 1 is for what?
The
The
game you like the
best.
best, the most.
Best. Okay, right.
And 5 is the worst. And then the others would be in between, second, third, fourth.
So the second game where we like was
Right.
Alpha.
So beta was the dice game.
Alpha wasn't the first.
Alpha was this one.
Game that we like.
Yeah, this is
Alpha
the one.
is
This
this
one
one.
I like.
Right.
Yeah,
Alright.
this alpha.
That's like a big three.
Yeah.
This one was Delta, the one with the 7.
Right. So that's hold it. Let's explain. So this one. Right. So you're choosing 7 numbers from 1 to 28, right? For me, if you make the seven number, it will be 3 rounds.
Is
If
it
you
dice?
make the
Dice.
if your 7 numbers call in round 1, you immediately win 100,000. But if you make your 7 numbers in round 1 and 2, you get
Each
110,000.
game has to have a different round.
If
So
you-
two of
Yeah,
them can have
first,
one.
second, third, fourth, fifth. You're ranking. So you can't two first.
Yeah, well then.
No, alpha is one.
I see a one further down.
There's pick three.
Yeah.
You can read each one
No, what I'm saying, the ranking you give
Two
to
of
it,
them can
you
be
can't
one.
the same numbers.
Did you want to know from 1 to 5?
Yeah.
1 to 5.
Five.
So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Which one you're putting first place? Which one you're putting second? Which one you're putting third?
Okay.
Oh, that's which one?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my picture.
This is wrong.
Let me money back.
Well, five.
Thank you.
This was good. Any idea of names for these games?
Well, the ones that you chose as the favorites. So the one that Lucky Dip, you will give a name in particular that you would like to
That's
call
for
it.
alpha.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't think. Shut down.
But the graphic, if you're gonna go with something like dip, in your graphic needs to kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it will change. It will change just to the name. Yeah.
To dip into that bowl of numbers.
Mhm.
Any ideas for the last game?
Or the
card
race, yeah,
race?
the pick 3.
The big three.
Super 3.
Oh, you really want to go back with that super?
We're trying to get rid of the super 5.
You really want to go with super?
Yes,
forget
yes,
it.
trying to get rid of that.
That's super 5.
So you want to associate it.
Speed tree.
What's
Speed tree.
Yeah, speed 3, yeah.
Speed
That
tree.
sounds good.
Sounds really
Yeah, speed tree.
Yeah.
Because it's three numbers.
Yeah.
And
Cars racing, yeah.
Yeah.
We support that.
Yeah.
That sound good.
Cause they have Swiftfield there, right? So speed something.
You remember the movie Speed, right?
Um.
Well, it's like a racing game,
Yeah,
so.
well,
yeah.
It's,
Speed 3 is it?
you're very fast and furious.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, those were the 5 games. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Don't know if Karen wants to say anything.
We appreciated that you took time off on the first Friday of the year to come. As you're leaving, we have a small gift for you. We know we can't compensate you for your time, so we have a small gift for you. And something very small you can buy some of the gas that got you here. So, thanks very much.
If we have an idea for the name of the game, can we send it in to you?
Of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
you can.
definitely.
You're in touch, you would have our numbers via Face. Yes, you can. You can contact us and let us know. what
Because
you
it's
think.
interesting to know what it will end up to be.
I don't know if your name will end up being your name.
I don't want fame and glory.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening.
Same to you.